Ladies and gentlemen, may we all rise in honor of the bride. This is a very special occasion. I'm joining Juanita and Sean in the union of marriage. Sean, you may receive your bride and bring her forward, please. Perfect. Thank you, and you may be seated. Now, Juanita and Sean, the two of you have each had separate paths that led you to this very moment. And that's what the unity candle will represent later on in the ceremony. How your two individual lives will now become one through marriage. And if there's a few things that I hope would carry along its way with the two of you throughout your journey, it would be that for you both to always be willing from the heart to listen, learn, and to love. And by that I simply mean to have the ability to listen to one another, what it is that they have to offer, and what makes them feel whole, complete, and part of this relationship. Because after all, they just may be the voice of reason. And secondly, would be the ability to learn. Always be willing to learn whatever it takes to help the other fulfill every desire, every wish, every dream, and goals that they may have. And lastly, but most importantly, is the ability to love. To love one another unconditionally, which means no strings attached. This is an ongoing love. And this is the type of love that I would hope the two of you would wish to express to one another each and every day. Keeping in mind, Sean, that Juanita's happiness will always be far more important than your own. And for you, that Sean's happiness will be more important than yours. Because with that in your minds and in your hearts, I have no doubt that your lives together will be everything that you want it to be. So with that first, Sean, sir, I'll ask you first. With your presence here today, alongside Juanita, do you take her as your wife in promising to love, honor, cherish, and respecting her always, allowing nothing or no one to come between the two of you? Do you take her as your wife?
I do.
And Juanita, I'll ask you the same. With your presence here today, alongside Sean, do you take him as your husband in promising to love, honor, cherish, and respecting him always, allowing nothing or no one to come between the both of you? Do you take him as your husband?
I do.
And if I could have your bouquet. If the two of you would please turn and face each other and hold each other's hands. Now as the two of you look into each other's eyes, you will see the very reason why you are here today, proving that at this moment there is no one more important than who stands before you. So Sean, looking into her eyes, I'll have you repeat your vows. I, Sean, take you, Juanita.
I, Sean, take you, Juanita.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
I will always be there for you.
I will always be there for you.
Through good times and bad times.
Through good times and bad times.
Whether we are rich or poor.
Whether we are rich or poor.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
Through laughter and tears.
Through laughter and tears.
I will love and cherish you.
I will love and cherish you.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Thank you. Now, Juanita, looking into Sean's eyes, I'll have you repeat your vows. I, Juanita, take you, Sean.
I want you to take you, Sean,
To be my husband.
to be my husband.
I will always stand beside you.
I will always stand beside
Through success and misfortune.
you. Through success and misfortune.
Through the joys and sorrows of life.
Through the joys and sorrows of life.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
Through laughter and tears.
Through laughter and tears.
I will love and cherish you.
I will love and cherish you.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Juanita.
Thanks.
And at this time, may I have the rings, please? Thank you, sir. Now, these rings will seal this commitment. And they're not only tokens, but they're symbols of the very love and devotion that the two of you are expressing here today. And my hope is that in each and every day, with the two of you wearing these rings, may they constantly remind you of that promise and pledge that you have just made to one another. And in time, these rings may lose beauty, but I hope that the two of you will not only value, but take honor in wearing these rings for what they truly represent. And through your friends and family, the beauty will shine through you both. And the two of you will be a wonderful example for all. So Sean, lastly, you take her ring. If you could please place it upon her ring finger. And if you could repeat, with this ring,
With this ring,
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving husband.
to be your faithful and loving husband.
And I feel so honored
And I feel so honored
to call you my wife.
to call you my wife.
Anita, you can take Sean's token. If you could place it upon his ring finger. And if you could please repeat, with this ring,
With this ring,
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving wife.
to be your faithful and loving wife.
And I feel so honored
And I feel so honored
to call you my husband.
to call you my husband.
Thank you. Last for the two of you to step over to the unity candle. Like I mentioned earlier, the two of you had each had your separate paths that led you to this point. And each lit taper represents your individual lives. And in lighting the center candle, you'll be not only uniting yourselves, but that of your families as well. So I'll ask that you take a hold of your individual taper, and if at the same time you could light the center candle, which will also be symbolizing the creation of a new journey with new memories. And once lit, if I could have the two of you turn and extinguish your individual taper. Thank you. And I'll invite you guys back. Juanita, your book. Now, if you love someone, you'll be loyal to them no matter what the cost. You will always stand beside them. You will always love and trust them. And you will stand your ground in defending them no matter what. Now, there's a short saying that I like to leave with the two of you. And it simply says, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead. But walk beside me as a friend. Because after all, throughout your journey in marriage, that is what the two of you will be constantly building, is a deeper, richer, stronger friendship built upon the foundation, your wonderful relationship that you already have. And I also hope that the two of you would not only love each other for who they are, but for what they are also helping to make of you. On the 21st of October, a day that will now mark your anniversary, in the presence of friends and family as witnesses, the two of you have showed your intentions by the exchanging of your vows and the exchanging of your rings. Therefore, with the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, it is my honor and my privilege to now be able to pronounce you as husband and wife. Sean, you may now kiss your wife, sir.